You guys are the terrific team.
Live from Los Angeles, BeTerrific shines the BeTerrific Spotlight on E3, only on the BeTerrific Network.
What's up, Terrifics? I'm Michael Arches here live at E3. I got Kara next to me, and we're having fun here with PhaseSpace and their game. This is called Guardians of the Shard, and it's a VR game. And we got these cool swords, and you know, we're protecting the galaxy and winning. We're winning. And this is Tracy behind me, or to my left or right. I don't know where Tracy is, but
hey more
Tracy.
Power-ups, guys. More power-ups.
Oh, look at this guy's got missiles now. Listen, Tracy.
Focus. The universe depends on you.
How'd you develop this game? Tell me about it.
Well, we developed this to show people what we're doing with Disney and Bandai Namco, Google, Tesla, and others. This demonstrates the LED tracking system. We just actually see the LEDs. We don't see your lovely face. And then we track it 960 times a second and put you inside the game.
Oh, that's pretty awesome. And then when's this game available?
Well, this is actually a demonstration. This is part of the SDK that Katrina created to help people understand how to make their own games.
Who's Katrina?
Katrina is the person you almost hit with the sword right there.
Oh, yeah, I remember her. We talked to her before. How you doing, Katrina?
She's ducking.
She wants to show people what this is all about. As Eric said,
you're missing one on the right there, Michael. Come on, come on.
Michael really is not helping me at all.
Oh, well,
there
focus, I'm doing an interview
here. The world is
safe
for 2 more minutes.
All right. I'm supposed to tell Adam that Kara's pretty good at this, and she's impressed by that.
She's gotten good.
All right.
She's holding her own.
So Tracy, what the game is developed, and this is just a demonstration. It's an SDK, so that means I could make a game off of this or something. This is just to show me what you can do with the LED lights.
Exactly. Our partners at StarVR, at Fox, at Google, at Bandai Namco are all developing their own experiences, and we're showing you some of the technology that we developed to help them create experiences from 2 to 20 people that you can be inside the game with your friends.
This is pretty cool. I do see Kara here. This is amazing. Hey, Kara.
Hi.
How you doing?
Swords. Gently, gently, gently. Don't hurt him.
This is
that's
cool.
more fun
All
if
right,
I do.
But this game is not available? I can't play it at home?
Well, only if you have a really big home.
Well, I got a home that's got a room this big.
Oh, okay.
I mean, this isn't that big, right? All right,
well, we
so
can
what's
actually
the deal?
track a 10 meter by 10 meter space.
So you're just telling me that this is just, you're using this to show off the technology is what you're saying.
We're showing you next year's technology today.
Next year's technology today, I love that. But when can I have this?
Well, it depends. If she says you can have one, maybe we can work something out.
Wow, that would be awesome. Okay, and then what if people want to develop off of it? Like you mentioned Tesla. I was actually listening before. You mentioned Tesla. If Tesla wanted to incorporate this somehow in the cars, or Google wants to incorporate this in some other thing, how do they get in touch with you? They just go to PhaseSpace?
They just go to PhaseSpace.com and talk to us about what they need, and we'll tell them what's going to be in the future next year.
How did you and Katrina get together on this project?
Well, we originally developed this for the United States Navy almost 20 years ago.
20 years ago?
Yeah, we were really started early on virtual reality.
You know what? I think our United States Armed Services are really a lot further ahead than we think they are.
Well, they actually developed a lot of the technology you see in all VR devices right now.
So how might a Tesla use this then, or Google?
I can't actually tell you. They would run me over.
Well, I mean, give me an example like that's generic. Like, oh, well, they
let's
might...
say you were a big company that happened to have a mouse as your icon.
Yeah.
What you would want to do is you would want to develop rides and attractions 5 or 10 years before they actually come out, because there's a lot of concrete in those rides. You don't want to pour it and then change your mind.
That's true.
So what they do is they develop these attractions, see how people respond, and then 90% of them never see the light of the day, even though all of them are awesome.
So you could test them with this kind of thing.
And then we worked on Spider-Man, Iron Man, and a whole bunch of movies we didn't actually get paid for. Because,
you didn't get paid for that?
Nah, it's an interesting thing in Hollywood.
Can you say what you did for Spider-Man and Iron Man?
When he's crawling around on the ceiling before the lizard throws him into the lockers, that was motion capture that we did.
Wow.
And they actually had 5 different stuntmen doing different parts of that motion capture.
So you started the company, what, 20 years ago?
We started the company over 20 years ago.
And it's just you and Katrina?
No, we've got 20 people, and we've sold over 600 of these things. So it's a thing.
And then what's cool is it works with the Samsung Gear, so I don't have to have like an Oculus, and I'm free. I don't have to be tied to the computer and be,
Well, and again, we can have a dozen people walking around, interacting at the same time.
Oh, you're right. I do have to have a big home for that.
Yes.
I guess I do have to wait till next year for this.
You're the most popular guy on the block.
What if we could get this? Can we get this for the BeTerrific studio? Katrina, come on. We'll talk about you guys all the time. We'll have guests come in and they could sword fight.
We can arrange something.
Is there a game where I could take on Kara?
now. You don't want to do that.
We only do team-based training.
All right, I like that. Kara, let's kick some butt then. Can we start again?
Right,
One more time. This time, we're going to throw the big monsters at you.
Throw the big monsters. I like this a lot. So,
Michael, don't worry, I'll carry you.
Are you developing games as well, or you only want people to develop on top of this?
Well, we have our partners, like I said, Bandai Namco.
Bandai Namco's doing stuff with you guys? That's pretty cool.
Well, no, they're doing their own game, Star VR.
But they're using your technology?
Yep. IMAX.
Oh, wow.
Oh, no.
Oh, here we go. I'm going to get this guy right here. Hey,
Pure Imagination Studios.
Very cool. And
Tri-Helix.
And then so, will this game be out next year? Or is this just a technology that we're going to start seeing incorporated?
Well, we'll be adding more and more levels. Because, come on, if we're going to bring it to your studio or your home, you want to play this for hours. So there's actually half a dozen levels already. We've got lava, we've got molten, we've got explosions.
Now, you mentioned that people don't get dizzy when they play this. Why is that? Because a lot of the games I've played, I get dizzy.
Well, the system's actually updating the position of the LEDs 960 times a second. So it's about 8 times faster than the other systems.
Oh, okay. And I love that it can use existing technology like this Samsung Gear, right? That's pretty cool.
Well, we're partners with Samsung and a few other companies to do these types of things. So how'd you get into all this? I'm sorry?
How'd you get into all this?
Oh, well, we were developing this technology for the training and, as I said, the military.
How'd you get into that?
Oh, well, I'm an inventor. Like I said, I work on the future. It takes me a while, though.
So, yeah, but I mean, how'd you get into inventing?
We just talked to a bunch of luminaries back in the 90s and said, what do you need? And when they told us, we spent 20 years actually trying to get it done.
You have to raise money to do that?
Oh, yeah, but we raised it internally. And as I said, we sold 500-600 of these things. So that actually paid most of the salaries and rent.
That's pretty good. I just think that's such a fascinating story because, like, I have ideas, but I don't know what to do with them. I mean, maybe my ideas.
Work on them. Like I said, after 20 years, we're an overnight success.
Exactly. There are a lot of gamers out there that have ideas, though. I love this, though, because if you think about this for a second. Go with me, Tracy, on this. This is a sword, and I don't know what this thing is.
It's a wand.
A wand, yeah.
Everybody's got to have a little magic.
Right. I agree. And then if this could be like a gun. Right?
We've got that.
Right, but I'm saying because they're styrofoam, it seems like they're inexpensive, so you could get the system and then you could just arm yourself for different games. Is that correct?
Exactly, because what we recognize is if we find that partner, so instead of us selling hundreds a year, we're selling hundreds of thousands a year, they can be completely affordable.
Wow.
You can have 2 in your garage.
Yeah. This is amazing. It's so weird playing the game. First of all, not getting nauseous, because that's my experience, what it's been. And then also taking the headset off, I really forgot that I was here at a convention center.
Yeah,
and
I was wondering how long you were going to go before you reminded me.
That's great. I feel like I'm in Spaceballs. This is pretty cool. Thank you, Tracy. So hopefully next year it'll be out. You're doing stuff with Ubisoft and Harmonix and a lot of other companies. And hopefully next year you guys will have this available for mass market. But I like that you're showing it off here. And I love that you're helping our armed services, the men and women who defend our freedom, do better. And I like that you're helping companies like Tesla and Disney and Google develop things in advance. I like that you say this is the future. Guys, we've just been to the future. And now we're coming back. And lived. All right, so I'm going to get out of the DeLorean. We're going to take a break. Thanks, Kara. Thank you, Katrina. And thank you, the Terrifics. We'll be back right after this.
Don't go anywhere. You guys are the Terrifics. Live from Los Angeles, BeTerrific shines the BeTerrific Spotlight on E3, only on the BeTerrific Network.